one in. Here is the money. This thing is a great tool. It is a Stanley 12-101. Repeat, 12-101 Stanley plane. These are key. I keep this usually in my fire kit, and it will go in every pack that goes on my carcass. I take this everywhere. You can make bows with it. You can shave ice. You can, and not to make like raspas or whatever, but shaving ice to melt. Wood, bone. This is my multi-tool. This just came up on Bushcraft USA, and I think I'm gonna actually really for real write a manual on this thing. I mean, it's crazy. You can take the blade out and you can cut the notch for your bow drill. You can make the bow drill fireboard, the everything. You can. It's just a monster little contraption, and probably do a little split wood if you take that little blade out. Just baton it through some sticks. I know you can take it out and cut string, do whatever. You don't even have to take it out, just run it along there, and you can flip the blade. And I usually just flip the blade, so it's like that. Turn it over and put it on here. Give that a couple swipes and the thing's back. That's the wrong end, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I'll probably do a little video on this thing and knock out some tinder and stuff with this. So there's that, my little multi-tool. Just a natural hand socket. Here's a iffy natural hand socket. It's a fossil shell, and I'll do more on that stuff later. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off for a second. Okay, you're probably thinking at this point, good God, that's a lot of stuff. I don't usually carry all of this. I'll carry a version so I can cover improvising. Here's just a sling. I thought I was brilliant when I made this just board one day and didn't realize that they were pretty common as far as internet instruction and this and that, and there's some awesome ones out there. I might even do one on this because it's not like any of the other ones I've really seen, so it's kind of a weird, just a three strand braid to a over under thingy, and then I ended up with one on this end, and this you just kind of wrap around your hand to get the good, the length you want. So anyways, there's a slingshot. I also use it as my machete or my whatever big knife I'm using, big chopper. I'll use this for the shoulder strap, so it's kind of a multi-purpose strap also. Colored pencils with a holder. Just switch the switch those out. There's a mirror. Not really a signal mirror, but definitely could be used as one. It's a little Eagle Creek mirror. Goes in a DOP kit. I got some index cards in there, and that's just for, didn't write a lot of stuff down, but I want to take notes or make a nice drawing. I'll use that. This is great cord actually, now that we come to this point. This is Venetian blind cord, and this stuff is great for lots of stuff. Anyways, if you ever see someone throwing their Venetian blinds out, you can go over real quick and gut it and get this cord. It's excellent stuff for outdoors. Nylon cord. Anyways, great. Almost, well, it's just good stuff. Here's another one actually. I made some fishing kits with this. Had some light line on the end, and actually use this little pull bead for the float, and it worked out really good. So just some cordage. This is kind of a pre-made trap trigger. This goes in the ground, and then there's your deal. Tie off your snare here, and there's just four marks. That's usually my mark. I put four bars on pretty much everything I have, and it comes from the old Hudson Bay, the 4-pound blankets. So that's all about. But this is pretty simple. Pound that in, and then you have a quick made the twitch up trigger, whatever. Anyways, that's that. There's some stuff knocked out kind of quick. A little spatula and a spoon, pretty bushcrafty there. Not sure what kind of wood it is. It's not really sure, but those are always handy. Showed these before. I would leave these at some of my more permanent camps, and I would shave curls up or down or whatever. And these are just so tall, or desert spoon. It's a real soft wood and real easy to carve, but I would leave these. I kind of called them possession markers when I was younger, and kind of like a wood spirit, I guess. I wasn't very familiar with that stuff. I would call something like this a tiki, or like I said, a possession marker. I'd put this or these in my little camps just to kind of freak people out, I guess, if they found them. But I also left them so if myself or anybody I knew that used the camps would, they'd come back and they'd have fresh, already cut shavings. And that's another thing I could probably do a video on. So anyways, that's that. And this again is kind of the same thing. I'd put these on trails. You sit around for a while, and you had time to whittle, carve, and made these little tiki guys and give them as souvenirs sometimes. Anyways, that's more tiki like, I guess. Little cheese type jelly spoon, just a little handy piece. There's a pounded out fork. You could obviously use it for a fork, or you can use it as a frog gig, or fish or whatever. This I use for napping sometimes, just to make notches, or just touch up a blade. It's stainless, no fancy thing, but the point is good for that. And it was the same as this. I just removed the 2 tines or whatever. Here's my Sunday go to meeting belt, I guess. It's just a Yucatan, I don't know, cotton sash. Good headband, good belt, good sling, all the standard uses of a good piece of material. Char cloth, actually, too. Here's my little beeswax bear. It was just a little beeswax candle, and you use it for that, and you can see where I've pulled a few bowstrings through that to wax the bowstrings. Right there. He's messed up, but yeah, 100% natural beeswax candle, and that's just handy stuff. Okay, and Chimes ginger chews. These are probably not the tastiest things you've ever had, but pretty good. Again, a little multi-purpose, I guess. Ginger, little energy. Let's see, I'm trying to read it, but I don't know. This looks like something Sir Edmund Hillary had when he climbed the big hill. Anyways, And then plus it's a metal container, so I could use that for all sorts of stuff later. Okay, another short little break. Okay, let's see. This is a saw a buddy of mine gave me, and I love this thing. I think the name is on it. I haven't opened it in a while. But yeah, a Wyoming saw. This thing is very cool. I'll try this without having to go to the ER again. I'm not supposed to have sharp things, you know. Anyways, you got your central bar. You got your in bar. Oh yeah, like that. And this. It's kind of a mini bow saw. That's all it is, but I love this thing. Downside, obviously, you don't have a lot of space here like you would a folding saw. You can pretty much cut anything with a folding saw. This one, you get some, you can cut half down. For example, if you wanted to do, this would be a chore, but if you wanted to do this log, you can cut halfway down, flip it over and cut halfway down, and I don't see that being a problem. And let's just give it a, I'm not sure we put the, make my mark. So, anyways, little folding Wyoming saw. It's got a bone blade and a wood blade. Comes in an awesome leather pouch. So look into those. They might be common again too. I'm kind of out of the know. Here's my counter tracker. I made this. It makes a pretty hard putty, and I've beat the tar out of this thing, and it's still going strong. And again, another idea for a video. Mr. Black's counter tracker. This is looks like a profile of a clown, but it's basically a corner tang, because I didn't have the means to drill a hole for a little lanyard. So I said, well, I have a saw, so I'll do a corner tang, and that's how you tie a wrist loop or just a lanyard on. If you're using it over or near somewhere where it could fall down into a crevice or something like that, you might want to tie it off. And then this little end here, it's a bad idea, I think, to have that much metal sticking out on the butt, but you can still pound this. You know, you're splitting wood or whatever, and it's not a problem. But this is, well, you imagine what you can use it for, but this is mainly designed just so you can start your bow drill set. The hole, that's all I put that on there for, left that on there for. And it's not sharp or nothing, just flat edges. And use that to start the hole on the fireboard or the hole in the hand socket, and that's all that's there for. But it's the balance. I love the feel of it. That's pretty tricky, huh? Check that out. Watch me cut myself. Alright, so there it is, the counter tracker. Yeah, it does feel good. But that's it. Yeah, I like that. I haven't actually held it in a while. So, yeah, that's a good one. The sheath, you can see here, these are football helmet snaps, and I use those actually to rivet the case. So again, just kind of find another man's trash is another man's treasure. Right there, football helmet hardware. And anyways, that's the counter tracker. Just, I don't know, man. The balance, to me, it just feels so good. It's a good chopper. That is really for nothing. You can abrade bones and stuff and do that, but there's no real reason. I'm not a knife maker, but I tell you, this thing is, it's also probably going to get a whole little video. I mean, it's a good little throwing tomahawk too. It's kind of fun. This is basically trap material. I won't go through the whole thing, but there's also some trail marking stuff. These are just little reflective thumbtacks. There's some kite string. With this, if you just get the kite string, you want to camo or darken it up a little bit. Just spray it on the reel with a Krylon camo paint. Give it a good squish, and it'll get in there pretty good, but not to where it's a solid color. And sitting out in my socks as usual. So there's the reel. Get fancy and zoom in, and it blends in pretty good, if that's important. But I just use it for like a fishing line, and a lot of other uses, that's for sure, but that's basically what I use it for. I don't know if this demo is worth the battery time on the camera, but that's that.